We're starting this wild Nevada adventure in California. We are actually about 30 miles south of Lake Tahoe.
And we're going to take advantage of all of this beautiful snow to show you some of the winter fun that you can have in and around the Lake Tahoe area. And to help us out, we're meeting a friend of ours, Ben Spillman.
Hey Chris, how's it going?
How are you?
Hey Dave, good to see you.
See you.
So what do you have planned for us today, Ben?
Well, as you can see, we're right here at Carson Pass, the parking area for Carson Pass by Highway 88. And we are a couple miles away from a place called Winnemucca Lake. It's a really scenic, nice little lake that's a popular summertime hike, but it's also a really nice place to go in the wintertime and see it when it's all under snow and ice. You can get out very quickly through the trees here and feel like you're really out in the middle of nowhere, even though it is just a mile or two from the highway. You guys brought your snowshoes, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Awesome, then we're all good to go.
We came here like Boy Scouts, prepared.
Let's do it.
We're set.
Ready to roll? We're going to be going south for about 2 miles, generally following the route of the Pacific Crest Trail.
After you.
Thank you.
I see that little blue sign with an arrow pointing to the left. I take it that's one of the Pacific Crest Trail signs?
Yeah, those blazes are pretty handy, and they'll kind of help us get through the forested part of the hike anyway. But you can kind of follow along. You'll see little blue diamonds along the path. But you should definitely have a map or GPS, or better yet, both.
This trail has sections that feel pretty challenging on snowshoes, and it makes me wonder about how it feels in the summer when this frozen landscape turns green and so many hikers follow the Pacific Crest Trail all the way from Mexico to Canada, or vice versa. This is a true year-round attraction.
We're pretty high in elevation, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we started out at about 8,600 feet, and we'll probably go to maybe 8,900 feet.
When you're at this elevation, you really got to pay attention to the conditions, don't you?
Yeah, you do, and you can tell it's even changing as we're walking. Soft to firm, to icy, to soft. And also, you know, if it's really powdery, that means it probably snowed recently. And so you're going to want to be conscious of what's above you in terms of, are you walking through any avalanche terrain? You know, one of the things you want to watch out for, like what we have here, is anything where there's like a big object, like a tree or boulder or bushes or something, and snow falls on it. You can have these air pockets underneath that are not as supportable as the snow that you're walking on. And that's just something you want to watch out for whenever you're out on the snow. These snow wells can be pretty deep, especially around standing trees.
So one of those reminders that snow's fun, you just got to be careful.
Oh, that is impressive. I feel like I'm looking at the Matterhorn.
There's such a temperature change between the sun and the shade when you get it back into the trees.
I know, I just bounce back and forth between roasting hot and
Yeah.
chilly.
I'm with you. I'm ready to lose a layer myself.
Have to say, Ben, you take us to some pretty nice places.
Yeah, this one is tough to beat.
Oh, look at this. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, it's really pretty.
So here's a really good spot where we finally opens up and we can kind of look at the landscape and see where we are and see where we're going to be going.
Our target is straight ahead, up that rise and down to the foot of the mountain.
I wonder if Snowshoe Thompson felt like this. He was wearing wooden tennis rackets on his feet at the time, I'm sure.
And had a big pack of mail.
It's only a little over 2 miles from the parking area to Winnemucca Lake, but you'd think it was longer just because of the variety of landscapes we've seen in a short distance. Snowshoes also have a way of making a hike feel more like an epic adventure. We come over a rise, and our destination is revealed.
There it is,
Hey,
Winnemucca Lake.
we made it.
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible place. It's so Amazing that it's right here in our backyard.
This is gorgeous. What a beautiful spot.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
is practically perfect.
In every way. This is a real winter wonderland.
Feels like you're in a movie about the Alps or something when you're out here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see why Carson Pass is such a great destination for people out of Reno or Carson. There's just so much up here to see all year round.
Thank you for bringing us here. I want to come back in the spring or summer now and see the difference and enjoy it that way.
We make the return hike to Carson Pass, and after nearly 5 miles on snowshoes, we could all use a little relaxation. So we drive 25 miles on highways 88 and 89 to a very welcome site.
Looking good.
This is the reward, right?
This is the reward.
Oh my God.
Oh, that feels nice.
Oh yeah. See, that's the stuff.
This is what you're doing it for.
Oh.
Love it.
After a day on the snow, there is nothing like a hot spring foot soak here at Grover Hot Springs State Park in Markleeville.
It
Well
feels
done.
so nice.
This is really, really, really comfortable, and my feet needed it after today.
You know, and it's the perfect temperature because it comes down from the spring and it feeds into the pool and it just cools enough where it's just the perfect temperature to enjoy.
Feels so nice, and we're going to need it because tomorrow we're back. We're back on some more
Back
snow.
on some snow, but
So
you know, that's the part of the fun of getting out and enjoying the winter is the fact that you don't have to stay inside. You can get out, enjoy the snow, have little treats like hot springs afterwards.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
good. Well, thank you, Ben, for a
perfect
great
end.
day. This has been wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. I'm glad you guys enjoyed Winnemucca Lake.
It was wonderful, beautiful.